17 minutes. Let's do the damn thing. Here, very early in the morning, 3:18, Sunday, October the 12th. Since I went in for overtime Friday, and then yesterday I slept. I slept, and then I went to see Tron, and I haven't slept since. So I got out of my movie about 12:30. I think that's what time I was texting Mom. I wanted to respond. She texted me during the movie, but I wanted to respond. And then it turned out she was still awake, or I guess maybe I woke her up. I don't know. But yeah, I did overtime, and then yesterday, Saturday, it's like I got home and I laid in bed for a minute, and I don't even remember what I did. I don't know if I played a game. I don't know if I scrolled on Facebook. I don't know, but I fell asleep, and I know. Well, my alarm went off at 9 o'clock to take my Eliquis. Don't tell Mom, but I did not. Because Minxie was like all curled up on my arm and I couldn't move. So I just like rolled over, turned the alarm off, and then went back to sleep. Woke up around about 10 o'clock, had to pee, so I got up and did that. And then I was like, you know what? I don't know if I'm done sleeping or not. So I went back to bed. I was like, let's just see what happens. Out. Boom. Done. Woke up a couple hours later. It was afternoon sometime, because I'm like, I don't even know what fucking time it is. And I just happened to be passing by the kitchen at the point. So I looked at the clock on the microwave, which luckily I had set. And it was a little bit, excuse me, a little bit afternoon. So, and then I watched some YouTube videos, ate some food. Very good calzone that I got. I can't remember what place it was. Oh, because I had my doctor's appointment on Monday. Or was that last week? Was that this week? I don't know what reality is. You'll have to excuse me. That was this week. Was that this week? These are the conversations I have to have with myself. Because I had to keep reminding myself, it's Saturday. It's Saturday, because I went in Friday for overtime. That was... I don't know. It's all a blur. I don't know. I either went to the doctor this week or last week. This week. It's just, I'm not going to figure it out. So let's just give up. Let's just move on. But yeah, so I woke up, watched a couple YouTube videos, ate the rest of my calzone that I had from the lunch Monday. Whatever Monday that was. Who knows? I don't, obviously. And fell asleep again. Fell asleep small, And I already had, I bought it like a week ago, because I knew I wanted to see Tron 3D. So I bought that ticket like 2 weeks ago, maybe. I can't remember exactly. So I was like, I didn't just completely sleep through Saturday and miss my movie, did I? But no, I didn't. And I actually started possibly a new thing on my channel, because I like to watch 3D movies, movies in 3D if I can. So I thought, well, maybe I should share my opinion with the world, whether movies are worth 3D. So I might do that for when I go see a 3D movie. I'm not really interested in Avatar. I'm not interested in Predator or anything. So I won't go see a movie just to make content, I guess, basically. But if I do go see a 3D movie, I'll probably share whether I think it's worth it or not. I mean, it's always worth it to me, even for 5 minutes. But but anyway, so I did a special video about Tron Ares. So you can find that, I guess, if you want. But yeah, so yesterday I slept. And that was about all I did. Oh my goodness. I think it was just this week. I don't know. Because I was at Mom's, and I slept a lot then too. I got some laundry done somewhere in between there. I don't know. While I was at Mom's. While she was at work Tuesday. But yeah, I think that's really it. for the week. But I guess that's I guess I'm explaining why I didn't do the question of the week. I didn't do it on Friday, is because I mean, I could have, especially since I ended up not going into Parks and Rec on Friday. So it was raining. One of the guys had messaged me the night before and asked, you get in at 8, right? And I was like, yeah. And he was talking about moving some bleachers. We had some bleachers to move. And then I didn't hear any more from him. So I don't know. Because it started raining. So I'm assuming either they had to do the bleacher thing earlier in the morning to get it done before the rain happened, or the rain maybe canceled the plans of moving the bleachers or whatever it was they were going to do. I don't know. I didn't message him to find out, and nobody showed up to pick me up. So I'm passenger princess. Marilee and Sean will testify to this. So I've kind of gotten used to like Charles coming and picking me up. So usually he's either out there in the red car, or if he has to bring the truck with the trailer attached or whatever, he sends me a message and he's like, just to let me know he's over in the other parking lot, whatever. So I kind of got used to that. So I just assumed since Riley messaged me the night before that he would I just kind of assumed they'd come pick me up, because at this point they usually do, or they know that they usually do, whatever. Or I thought they would have been like, oh yeah, I get forgotten sometimes, which is fine, that's fine. But maybe they were like, oh yeah, we got to go pick up Jason. And there's been times where Charles hasn't been there, and somebody does message me like, hey, we'll be there soon to pick you up, whatever, blah 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 blah. I'm like, oh okay, even on days that Charles is not there. So I just kind of assumed that was what the situation was going to be. I just kind of assumed somebody was going to come pick me up, especially since it was raining. And then no one did, and no one messaged me. So I don't know. I don't know what happened. I never do. I never really get an explanation of, Nope. And it said something about media. So I don't know. Hopefully, somebody had to recover the media because I knocked over the fucking camera while I was trying to plug it in. So hopefully the other half of this video actually exists, and I can edit these two together. Long story short, I slept a lot, and I worked overtime. Didn't go to Parks and Rec on Friday. Don't know exactly the story, but that's why your question of the week was not done on Friday. And it is now Sunday, the 12th, at 3:30 in the morning. See, 3:30 in the morning. So you're all caught up with everything that I just said, in case that other file does not exist. Yes, and I started the new, possibly a new series, I guess, I don't know, about 3D movies. When I go see 3D movies, I might tell you about them. But anyway, now that is out of the way, let me answer this week's question. So, if you could get any tattoo or piercing you like with no pain, what would you get? Well, I'm not really interested in piercings. I've not really been interested in piercings. I can't really necessarily say that I've ever been interested in tattoos either, necessarily. I mean, every once in a while I'll have something written, because I use myself as a notepad and I write things that I try to remember, like on my arm or whatever. If I don't have anything else available, like at work or whatever, I just grab my marker out of my pocket and start writing on my arm. Is that a little brighter? Because I didn't realize I had that fucked up. Anyway, since it's such, lovely air in here. The only tattoo that I have ever thought about getting, there's one tattoo I've thought about getting, and because I came across this this image on the internet at one point, and I think for some reason I want to say I've talked about this before. I think it's tied. That would be the only problem. Of course, I don't know if I'd be able to use this image anyway. I might have to have the artist, the tattoo artist, draw me something up similar to it. But it's very cute. I don't know if, but it's a raccoon mixed with a duck. I don't know if I have that on here anywhere, or where I would have that if I saved that to my, oops, that's what I meant to do. But yeah, it's like a duck mixed with a raccoon. Would it be in my favorites if I had it? It should be in my favorites. Downloads? Would I have it in downloads if I had it? There's a pickle. Pickle Rick. Apparently, I do not have that in favorites. I was going to look in favorites just to make sure I didn't somehow save it in favorites somewhere. Not so far. I'm bet not. I'm bet not. Not-tay. Not-tay. No, I do not see it. So, why do I have that in my... It's from the zoo. I don't know why I have this in my favorites, but there it is. But yes, it was a duck mixed with a raccoon, and I don't even know if I could find it again. I don't even know how I found it, because I found it, I had it saved on my computer, and then I lost it. But somehow I found it again. But it is, I don't think I finished that thought a minute ago. Duck, raccoon, platypus. I don't know. Oh, well there's a... Why does it have a gun? I don't understand this. That one's cuter. I like, oh, it's a 3D print. You can order this from somebody. $4 euros. I guess he 3D prints that. Shit. I'll 3D print that shit. More images. But it is tied to like a it's a ship. It's like a K-pop where they ship two of the band members together, kind of like with One Direction, and who was it? Harry and was Liam the other one, where they I see those memes online all the time. I guess they're memes, I don't know, where they're like flirting with each other supposedly, you know. Or was Lewis one of the other ones? Whichever one. Harry, they use Harry, not Harry and David. That's a company, like a food company. But yeah, like there used to be all these videos online all the time of like, oh my god, they're so cute, you know, like, oh, they're so sweet, the couple goals, whatever, hashtag. So this image, whatever this image is, it is tied to some kind of K-pop ship community. So I don't even know if I'd be able to use this if I could find it again. I know it's on, I think it's on my computer, I think. So I should probably try to find it that way instead. Because, I mean, I'm finding things like, I mean, this is kind of a cute picture. That would be an okay picture, I guess, to get as a tattoo. But whatever this one, it was like a little cartoon, and it was like a raccoon and a duck mixed together, And I always thought that would be a good tattoo to get because, you know, a raccoon is my favorite animal and a duck is my mom's favorite animal. So it would be kind of like, you know, the marriage of our two, you know. So it would have like personal meaning to me to have this as a tattoo. Let me see if I can't find... I updated to Windows 11. I finally bit the bullet since, you know, support is ending for Windows 10. I'm like, well, I guess I better do it, you know. So now I don't really... Duckcoon? Is that... Oh, Lord. Why are you opening Microsoft Edge? I don't want that. Go away. But yeah, now I'm trying to figure out how everything works. Again, I'm like, Duckcoon? I want to say I spelled it Duckcoon. Search for what I told you to search for. Not on the internet. I don't need the web. Search in folders. No results for Duckcoon. Duckcoon. Or all. I guess do all, maybe? I don't need links. I don't need internet. Maybe, hold on. Would it be my personal? The search can go away now. Thank you. Thank you. Pictures, I guess, is a good place to start. Maybe. Animals. I might not have it on this computer. I might have it on the old computer. That would be the only problem, is if I never saved it to here. Personal? Good question. Me? Those are just pictures of me. So in other words, not not what I need. Now I gotta find this shit again. If I can. Gosh, I don't even know. Is that what I searched for? Duck raccoon? I may have showed it off here at some point. K-pop. Let me search for duck raccoon K-pop. Let me see if that gets me where I need to go. Because like I said, it is tied to some kind of K-pop ship community. So, I may have showed it off on here before, because I remember probably maybe one of the questions they gave me last year, in the book last year. No, that abruptly ended. I seem to remember answering a question about tattoos before. So I may have looked it up and found it then and shared it then, but I'm not having any luck finding it again. But I think it was like a duck with, like, you know, the raccoon tail with like the banded, the black or the brown and white kind of black or brown, brown and gray, brown and white, whatever. Lordy. It's probably on my old computer, the one that crashed. I probably would have had that one, but I don't have it now. Good for me. I don't even... So now I'm going to have to try to figure out how I found it a third time. Fuck. But anyway. But yeah, it was... I could have swore I had it saved somewhere. It's probably on my old computer. I probably don't have it on my phone. Boo. But anyway, that is the only tattoo I would... I've thought about getting that tattoo. And it doesn't need to be that big. Because, you know, it would just kind of be a little personal thing. Like I thought about maybe getting it maybe here or something. Like it doesn't need to be on the back of my hand or anything. Like it just kind of like, I don't know. I'm apparently not going to find that. So I'll have to try to figure it out again. But yes, that would be the one tattoo that I would get. I don't know, like they're like a couple $100, I guess. I don't know how much someone would charge to do a little tattoo, but like I said, they may have to draw it themselves because the image that I keep finding might be kind of copywritten. I don't know. Duck raccoon babies K-pop. Let me see if that will find it. I'll know it if I see it. And that was not Duck Raccoon. Let me take out the K-pop. Maybe it's J-pop. I suppose there is also Japanese pop. That's the picture that I saw a while ago. Because I thought, I was like, oh, there it is. But no, that's the picture that I found a while ago. So that's not... God, how did I find that a second time? It may be wiped from the face of the internet. I do not remember. I do not recall how I found that. Maybe it's time for a nap. After I get this uploaded, of course. Because the 3D video is done, uploaded, ready to go. Raccoon. I'm bound and determined to try to find this, and I don't think I'm going to have any... Oh, fuck you. I don't think I'm going to have any luck finding this image again, but I will shit my pants. I'll shit everybody's pants if I find this again, because I'll be so excited. But there's a lot of pictures of raccoons, but that's not helpful. There's a raccoon in a toilet paper roll, a little baby raccoon. I am apparently not going to be able to find this image. Because it's just a bunch of real raccoons, and they're not mixed with ducks or nothing, so... Oh, that's because I'm searching for raccoon babies. Not raccoon K-pop. Jeez. Fucked that one right up, didn't I? That's why it was doing. It was just a bunch of pictures of raccoons, because I was searching for raccoon babies, which adorable. Like, fine, that's fine with me. If I could remember, like, who the ship was, or what pop group this was. Maybe it's J-pop. Maybe I'm searching for the wrong thing. Maybe it's K-pop, or J-pop, not K-pop. Those are apparently two very different things. Marilee could tell you more about that than I could. Man, raccoon. Let me search for J-pop. See if maybe it's a J-pop group that this fandom belongs to. Of course, it might behoove me to search for. Well, that's kind of a cute one, but it doesn't have. Of course, I'm not searching for a duck. I'm just searching for raccoon, J-pop. But that's kind of a cute one. That's on a t-shirt. The raccoon in a bikini? Or a bra? There's weird shit on the internet, man. We knew this. We knew this coming into it. No, that's not. Find results based on images you viewed, which is giving me the raccoon in the bikini. I don't need to go any further down that rabbit hole. I'm already disturbed enough with why ever that exists. Oh, Jesus Christ, there it is again. At least now we know it's a bikini. At least now we know, confirmed, bikini. I don't know why. Let's keep it to ourselves. Don't need to know any more about that. Okay, let me go duck, raccoon, duck, J-pop. Now I'm getting images of ducks. There's a duck mixed with a bunny, but that doesn't really help me in any way, shape, or form. Nope, that was the end of that. Okay, so that was fruitless, and I apologize for making you sit there. And yeah, hopefully you turned me off a long time ago. You know. But all of that, sorry, I can't find the picture of what this looked like. I should just get AI involved and be like, hey, chop chop. But anyway, that's the only tattoo I would think of getting, and that's the reason. I mean, that's a tattoo, like I said, I've thought about getting before anyway. Of course, now I gotta find the fucking image again, if I can. I don't know if I can, but we shall see. Since I may have to edit this together anyway, if that other piece exists, hopefully it's still on this SD card. But anyway, other than that, I'm gonna go. I've answered your question for the week and wasted a bunch of your time. So I will just say, as always, I'll see you for what I see you.